Dewan says, I'm trying to rank your service area business. Last week, you suggested that I use press releases and blogs through Syndication Network to do so. The company does not currently have a blog. If we create one, how often do you suggest to post a blog article to benefit from the Syndication Network? That's going to depend, Dewan, on the competition level. Also, look at the industry. Like, what is the industry standard? Now, for example, a lot of contractors don't blog at all. And that's a pretty standard procedure for my business and my clients is we blog. A lot of clients, though, like we've moved away from doing blog posts regularly on their blog and doing more GMB stuff, but we still do blog on their blog, like from their self-hosted site if we've been blogging in the past. But in other words, for example, like, a lot of contractors just don't blog at all. Well, we do. So we might only blog once a week or once every other week, depending on what their budget is, right? And what else we're doing as part of our overall strategy for their SEO service for the month. But I'll give you a really good example. I trained my VA, one of my bloggers. She's in the UK. Her name's Michelle. She's great. And she does blogging for several of my clients, and she does Q&A posts because Q&A posts, guys, question and answer posts are great. Google loves them. If you don't believe me, just go do searches for whatever industry you're in and ask questions in the Google, like in the Google search bar, or voice them in through voice search and ask questions that a customer looking for that product or service would ask. Like, how much does tree removal cost? Just, guys, go into another tab right now and type that into Google and hit search. And you'll see there are question and answer boxes right on the Google search page, the search engine results page. So what you can do is train your bloggers, if you're doing it yourself, which I don't recommend, go start asking various questions in Google around the products, like as if you were looking for that product or service that you're trying to promote, and start compiling those questions and click the little accordion menu, the drop down, which will open up the answer, and start recording down some of the answers. Then you can use those questions and answers to create blog posts. Those are fabulous blog posts, guys. They're great blog posts to create. And you can combine or group similar questions into blog posts that contain multiple questions and answers that are kind of closely related, or you can break them out into shorter, more individual question and answer posts. Then once you post them on your blog, then you publish a GMB post, a Google My Business post, that highlights that blog post and links back to that blog post. Now you're getting deep links from Google My Business, back to your blog. And if you can include local relevancy into those Q&A posts, that's how you're going to start ranking for, those types of, you're going to help your GMB asset to rank as well. So again, it really just depends on, what your budget is, what your overall strategy is for your client. Depending on the industry, a lot of industries, I deal mainly with contractors, and most contractors do not blog regularly. Well, mine do. It depends on the frequency, depends on what their budget is and what really the needs are, because it wouldn't make sense to do 3 posts a week for a roofing client if we got them ranked already, or if, we could get away with doing 1 post every 2 weeks and rank them. I typically, when I'm pitching a client on SEO services, I recommend starting off with 1 or 2 blog posts per week for most contractors, unless, like I said, it's an industry that has got more content frequency, is publishing content more regularly, in which case we'll increase the volume. Like, I've got one pest control client that we've been doing 3 blog posts a week for 6 years. So, and they rank for a ton of stuff and they get a ton of traffic, not even local traffic. I mean, they get a lot of local traffic, but they also get a lot of traffic nationally because of all the questions and answers and the posts that they've been posting for 6 years. So they just got a lot of content is what I'm saying. Okay. But yeah, definitely. If you're using syndication networks, you should be blogging regularly, because that's one of the engines that helps to drive the whole process.